Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm Nicole Beck. I'm the CEO of 2NDNATURE. I'm going to be your moderator today. I'm joined by Maggie Mathias, who's our Chief Product Officer, and Michelle Tanner, who leads our customer success team, and they're going to be doing the majority of the webinar. Over the past year, we've really increased the pace of our product development, and we're really excited to share the progress. So the purpose of this webinar is just to give everyone an update, all of our users who are joining here, and we'll make sure this is recorded afterwards, on what our new functions and features are. And over the next year, we're going to offer these webinars quarterly, just to give you all another piece of resources as to what's been added to the system and where our roadmap is and going. As far as the webinar, what we're going to do is keep you all in mute mode here for the duration. But there is a question box, and so if you enter those questions as they come to you, we'll catalog those, and then we're going to leave time at the end for Q&A. And just to note, this is not intended to be a training. We're going to move pretty quickly. Again, we have tons of new features out. And really what we want is for you to generate interest and then go to our new knowledge base, which we'll show you here right at the beginning, and start making this more of a self-service. Again, you always are welcome to pick up the phone and give us a call, as you always have. But as we're sophisticating, we want you to be able to have those resources at your fingertips as well. So the agenda here, we're going to start with some usability improvements, and we have a number of updates to our existing tools. And then we're going to show you some new tools that have recently been released, where they are and where they're going. And we'll talk about annual reporting and how we see that evolving over the next few months. And then again, we'll keep some time for questions and answers. So keep those coming, and we'll address as many of those as we can in a discussion at the end. All right. Like any good first webinar, we're going to do some polls here. So here's our first poll. Love for you all to participate. And we're always looking to improve everybody's experience in the software, right? We're developing this for you, municipal stormwater program managers. And one of our questions here is, what is your priority functionality or a top functionality in this list that you'd like to see in the 2Inform platform? So A, I'd like to be able to better filter and export the data that I'm particularly interested in more efficiently. B, I want to export PDF reports with maps and tables in a way that meets my needs. C, automated emails to either staff, managers, or even the regulator or private landowners to simplify communication. D, I want to prioritize my to-do lists and help build a consolidated compliance calendar. E, I want to integrate digitally with other software products that the municipality is investing in. All right. We're going to close, still going. 62% of you have voted. And it looks like the top right now is exportable PDFs with maps and tables. Great, wonderful, thank you. All right, we're gonna move on, and I'm gonna have Michelle here take over, so go ahead.
Thanks everyone for joining again today. So first up, we wanna show you our new help center that Nicole was mentioning. As our product matures, we wanna make sure it's as self-service as possible. So you can access the Help Center by clicking on the question mark icon in the blue banner in the upper right-hand corner. And then you'll be able to type in anything that you have questions or that you're looking for, and the search will come up with a bunch of different articles and documentation related to that topic. If you can't find what you're looking for, or if you've encountered some kind of technical issue, you can click on the Contact Support link in the upper right-hand corner and submit a support ticket. Or you can use the chat located in the lower right-hand corner, and one of us will get back to you pretty quickly. And then the next new exciting feature is an improved data import experience. So we're working on making importing large data sets a lot faster and more user-friendly. So the import tool is available by clicking on the arrow icons and the blue banner again. Click on import. And this allows you to upload templates of outfalls, structural BMPs, and catch basins. And then coming soon are construction projects and contact information. So if we click on structural BMPs, click next, you'll be taken to this page where you can actually download a template spreadsheet, or you can go to the Help Center and find the spreadsheet that way. And we can test out uploading what BMPs looks like. All fine, you can click import and it'll update new assets. And now I'll pass it to Maggie.
Great, thanks, Michelle. So I'm going to walk you through the improvements we've been making to the existing tools we've had available for the past few years, and I'm going to start with the structural BMP tool. As a reminder, the structural BMP tool is where you can inventory, inspect, and rapidly assess the condition of both your public and your private BMPs. This data helps you to prioritize the maintenance urgency of these assets and to communicate your compliance with regulatory requirements. When you go into the structural BMP tool, at the top, using the white banner, you can navigate between the to-do page, and this filters your structural BMPs by actions needed, like maintenance or inspections or missing information. And you can also then switch to the data tab, which shows you all of your data. You can also toggle between a map and list view, so you can choose how to see your data. We've talked to many of you in the past few months, and the #1 request we've heard was to simplify and streamline the process to prepare your catchments for annual reporting. Many of you were really frustrated by having to switch between tools to make sure the information was complete, so we got rid of that. Now, in the to-do list, you can use the missing information filter to select a centralized BMP, and when you open the inventory screens, you can enter the routing information. No longer do you have to go back and forth between the tools, and we've also improved the visualization and drainage area selection for structural BMP treatment trains. We hope that this helps you overcome some of those frustrations you've been having. We also know that many of you already have your structural BMP drainage areas mapped in GIS, and by the time we have our next webinar, you'll be able to bulk import those drainage area shapefiles directly into the 2NDNATURE platform using the arrows and the blue banner and the import data. The Help Center, available from the question mark and the blue banner, has a whole section devoted to structural BMPs to assist you in using the tool. Now we're going to talk about low impact development, or what we call LID. This tool allows you to manage all information associated with any regulated LID project and the post-construction requirements. This includes documentation on performance tiers, alternative compliance, and treatment solutions, as well as tracking the required annual O&M activities and communications. When you go into the tool, the data map shows you all of your planned, active construction, and completed projects. Our platform provides an easy interface for you to manage your workflows through all phases of the project lifecycle, from documentation during the planning phase, through construction inspections, and then certification of annual maintenance. The information we're showing you here in the LID tool is also available through the same interface using the construction tool, which you can navigate through these drop-downs that Michelle is showing you. When you click on a project marker in the map, you open the inventory screens. On the first two tabs, you can add spatial information about the location of the project and the area that it covers. Then on the General Info tab are all the fields associated with your construction project, your post-construction performance tiers and special circumstances, as well as alternative compliance and off-site mitigation for when the post-construction requirements cannot be achieved on-site. By clicking on the yes for either of those questions, it pulls up more fields for you to answer. Additional tabs allow you to enter information on structural BMPs associated with the project, the contact information of key personnel involved with the project, file documentation, which you can either upload or explain where the files are held in your office, and also the construction priority. More details on each of these can be found in our Help Center. Again, reachable from the question mark in the upper blue banner. And next, the functionality I'm personally most excited to share with you today is how you can now manage the annual O&M requirements for your private structural BMPs. We're still in the LID tool, and if you go to the data list view using the toggle in the upper right, you can see this upgrade. For any completed project shown by a non-white marker, which Michelle is going to show you how to filter out for the constructed projects, you can now manage your workflow to document annual maintenance by private property owners. When you send a bulk mailing reminding project owners that they need their self-certification letters back to you, you can mark the date of the mailing for all the relevant projects. Then, as you receive their responses, that they've maintained their structural BMPs as required in their O&M agreements, you can mark the date and also the certified condition of the structural BMPs. All the structural BMPs associated with that project will be updated based on that certified condition. This now eliminates the need for you to enter assessment data for each structural BMP. Again, you can visit the Help Center for more information on how to integrate this functionality into your current workflow. Great, and now I'm going to hand it back over to Michelle to tell you about some new tools.
Cool. Thanks, Maggie. So we've recently released a brand new tool called Municipal Maintenance, and it's loaded with a bunch of new features. This includes workflows for outfall inspections, catch basin cleaning, and street sweeping programs. And you'll be able to receive sediment reductions for recording your catch basin cleaning and street sweeping schedules. So if you click on the drop down in the white banner, you can toggle between catch basins, outfalls, and roads. So let's check out catch basins first. The data map here displays all public sediment trap and drop inlets that were inventoried in the structural BMP tool. To record a new cleaning event, click on the bulk clean button above the legend. And we've learned from a bunch of you that catch basin cleaning is done in bulk by maintenance crews in different zones. So the selection tools that we have provide a pretty easy way to select a group of catch basins, like Maggie's showing right now. And then you just enter in the date that they were cleaned and click Save and Close. And then the condition of each selected catch basins are updated to desired condition, and they show up as green in the map. And you can find more information on catch basins and how this workflow works in the Help Center. Now let's look at the roads. This data map displays all roads and their associated condition. If you click on the Road O&M button above the legend, you can start by selecting different sweeping zones and answer a few questions about the frequency of the sweeper, the type of sweeper, curb access, and it just generates an estimated road condition based on these practices. If you hit Save and Close, the roads are then colored based on this expected condition. Higher sediment reductions will coincide with better road conditions. And of course, more information is in the Help Center. And then lastly, let's look at outfalls. We've created mobile optimized forms that you can use in the field to document outfall inspections and monitoring results. You'll have the ability to record notes, take photos, and record some basic observations such as field measurements and the structural condition of the outfall. We also have fields available to record any water sample information that's sent to labs. And once you click Save, you'll be able to review all past inspections in the outfall pop-up. And more information on how these work and workflows is available in the Help Center.
Great, thanks, Michelle. We have these outfall inspections are also available in the workflow for both illicit discharge and also the outfall monitoring tools. And we've heard from a lot of you that you are struggling with your current management and analysis of your water quality data. So before we move on to talking about some other tools, we have another polling question. We want to know what would help you the most to manage your water quality data. Would it be a mobile field data collection app you can easily use in the field? B, data fields formatted for direct upload to your state database? C, time series graphical summary of your reported data? Or D, a comprehensive database that houses all of your information? Give people a few more moments to think about their answer. This is awesome, and we really appreciate you guys giving us your input. It helps us a lot to build a tool that works best for you.
Yeah, we take the answers pretty seriously.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Looks like the top vote getter was a mobile field data collection app, so we'll continue to work on improving that. Now to give you some updates on other features and functions we're currently developing. From the home page, you can navigate to the Industrial Commercial tool and see a list view of all of the industrial and commercial facilities within your community. This inventory tracks the name, address, and type of business, which will also be linked to the illicit discharge tool for source tracking of illicit discharges. We've also been following California SB 205 closely. This new legislation specifies the information all California jurisdictions must have on record regarding certain industrial businesses. We're doing a full audit of the Second Nature platform right now to ensure that all of our customers are meeting those new legal requirements. To go with this inventory, we've created a mobile field app for inspections of these facilities for potential illicit discharges. The app is currently available for beta testing. It's not live in the platform, but if you are interested in being a part of the testing, please let us know. More information on the Industrial Commercial tool can be found in the Help Center using the question in the blue banner. And now I'm going to pass it back to Michelle to give you some more updates.
Cool. Thanks, Maggie. Also coming soon is a public engagement portal that can be populated by desired data and information from your Second Nature account. We see a great opportunity for our customers to more effectively meet their public engagement requirements while still increasing the community's understanding of the value of managing stormwater as a resource. We're also working on a fully functional asset management tool that is structured very similarly to the EPA-funded asset management toolkit, but is instead integrated into our geospatial framework. We're currently exploring the most efficient way to integrate other hard assets and lines of service into our solution, such as integrations with existing asset management software, and ensure that data can flow pretty effortlessly for everyone. And so we'll have more information about this in the coming months. And then lastly, we've also been working on a strategic planning tool where you will be able to iteratively conduct regional scale stormwater planning based on multi-benefit priorities. You'll be able to leverage other available data sets to conduct desktop site screening for project feasibility. So think of it as an online interactive stormwater resource planning tool. So if you're interested in participating in any focus groups that we'll be hosting, please reach out to us. And now I'll hand it off to Maggie to talk about annual reporting.
Great. Before I tell you about the annual reporting and the platform, we have one last polling question for you. And this is about when you're thinking about your regulator reports and communicating with your regulator, what issues concern you the most, and how can the Second Nature platform streamline your regulatory reporting? A, will it allow you to control the information and data you submit to your regulator? B, make it simple to QA/QC your program data before submission. C, give you a direct upload of your report to state databases. D, ensure your program has met all of your permit requirements. Or E, help you easily respond to audits and data requests from your regulator. I'm going to give everyone a few more seconds to think about their answer. This one's neck and neck. Awesome. It looks like making it simple to QA/QC your program data, but also making sure you have control over the information you're submitting to the regulator, the two top vote getters. Great. Well, for the 2NDNATURE platform, we want you to have a comprehensive data management system that houses all the data you need to manage your stormwater program. Your annual report should leave no doubt that your program is in compliance, and submission should be as simple as a click of a button. Over the next 6 months, we're making incremental improvements to simplify how you review this data and report it to your regulator every year. From the home screen, when you click on the annual reporting button, it takes you to a centralized system for all of your stormwater program records, data, and information. The data you've entered in the structural BMP tool, the LID, municipal maintenance, and all the other tools is summarized in this annual reporting tool in formats that directly meet your MPDS permit requirements. When you click on the blue trash link, you can see the functionality that is already live to show your progress towards the 2030 trash goal. Right now, we're working on a municipal settings page that will give you control over the specific data and information you're providing to your regulator. Once you've QA/QC'd the data, you can use one click to lock your data and submit it to the regulator. And Michelle's going to show you that step right now. You submit the report, it'll show you what you're showing, and then when you're ready, you just click OK.
Nice.
And we love dogs at 2NDNATURE.